gosh, very inspirational stories and just food for thought. And I know for many days after events like this, I spend time reflecting on all our, the stories we've heard and the stories that have been shared with us. So really, really inspirational. So right now, a 5 times international best-selling author, talk show host, and life transformation coach, to be your own North Star, recently selected as top transformational coach of the year. Please welcome to the stage, Shirin Ariff. Be your own North Star. There you go. Now, I'm from the Southern Hemisphere, so I'm going to have to get used to that one.
Maybe
the Southern Cross is what I'm used to.
Absolutely.
Do you want to use this mic?
Absolutely. Well, good evening, everyone. First of all, I'd like to give a shout out to all the young adults and the kids sitting in this room. Only if I had this kind of conversation in my life when I was a kid, I would conquer the world. I have to acknowledge the parents that are bringing their children in and inviting them to have these kinds of conversations. This is powerful. So I'm meeting most of you for the first time in my life, and except for unstoppable Tracy. Thank you for opening doors for me. I was born and raised in India, and I have a reputation for being a very bad girl in my family. I was the first one to wear shorts and play basketball. I was the first one to go to university. I was the first one to get divorced. And there's never been a divorce in my family. So, Dr. Alex was mentioning about Kolkata. I come from Kolkata. It is known as the city of joy. And I had the honor of teaching children in the slums. And yes, what they taught me was beyond 70%. Like, just smile and be radiant and be happy. So as a child, I was very happy. But when I grew up, I was unfortunately married to a person who was addicted to drugs. And it was like the light got sucked out of me. I had no education on how do I handle problems like that. I had academic excellence, but I didn't know how to deal with breakdowns in life. And so, to cut a long story short, I ended up with a divorce and I was abandoned. My daughter and I were homeless. And then when I thought things cannot be worse than this, I ended up with having to get married to someone else. I was forced into another marriage that brought me here to Canada. And this second husband of mine ended up being a very verbally, emotionally abusive person, cut me out from all his finances, made me work for him. And 6 months later, I ended up having Bell's palsy and my face was paralyzed. So then he began to hate and humiliate me because I was too ugly for him. And just when I got fed up of that, and I decided, okay, I'm done and I'm going to have another divorce, when my parents were like, what are you doing? I had cancer. So I was doing my divorce, my separation, and my cancer simultaneously. And my cancer had spread to my lymph nodes. It was all over my body. I didn't know if I was going to live. And here I am today, a best-selling author, an award-winning speaker, and now an award-winning life transformation coach. And what I thank you. And what I realize is I'm not the only one who had struggles in her life. And that's when I realized that academic excellence alone is not enough. We must have some kind of education that helps us to navigate through life. And that's how I decided on going into transformative learning and education. And of course, as someone mentioned, that we must have coaches to guide us and help us. I had tons of coaches that mentored me. And then now, in turn, I pay it forward. And with the tools and distinctions that I have I have launched my own VR on North Star program. And I wrote my book. It's called The Second Wife, because my ex-husband had walked out of me when I had cancer, abandoned his kids, and he went away with another woman. So, you know, the title, The Second Wife, means where in life we are giving ourselves the second place, you know, like the Rubik Cube. I was always on the edges and the corners and never wanted to be in the middle, constant, steadfast like the North Star. So that's what I learned from my life, to be constant and right in the middle. Everything else can turn around and shift around. I stay steadfast on my path. So this year, I am launching Cancer Hero Day. It's a global movement, and I'm in the right room to have this conversation. So I've written a book called Cancer Heroes this year, and on November 27th, that's the day I had my cancer surgery and I got a new life, I am launching Cancer Hero Day around the world. The movement entails, it's kind of a heartfelt initiative. What I'm requesting people to do is, wherever on the planet you are, do something. You know, bake cookies or sing a song and raise whatever money you can and donate it towards a cancer cause, so that we can support and celebrate people that are dealing with cancer. My name is Shirin Ariff, and I would love to have one-on-one conversations with you. Thank you.